Today we are going to make a fuel sensor for this Quicksilver 25 liters or 6.6 US gallons standard Quicksilver tank. This one, actually another one, and the smaller one for 15 liters. Sorry guys, from the US, I don't know how much gallons it is and I didn't find it here. If you have another tank, you will still find useful information and will be able to reproduce similar result on your tank. However, if you own this or the smaller one Quicksilver, you will be able to repeat one-to-one the same result. And these tanks are quite standard for small boards like this one, with small outboards, mercury like that one. If you watch this video, you probably already know this. And as you know, this engine doesn't provide any information about how much fuel you still have in your removable tank, and there is no gauges on the dashboard to show this information. That is why we are going to install what is called the sender to the fuel tank and the gauge to the dashboard. I have KUS or KAS, well in Finland we say KUS 200 standard sender and Wema 200 high precision sender and Wema 150 high precision. Why 200 150? It's simple. When a year ago I checked my tank, 225 was too big and 200 will fit, and there is nothing between them. Here the same situation, 175 is the next size, it doesn't fit, and 150 is the only what is possible on the lower side. We will know how good they are. I actually already know, but it will be covered in the next video, but something will be revealed in this video as well. The difference between the high precision sensor and the standard one is very important on this small tank, on this specific tank. But we are not going to discuss it in this episode, but in the next one. I already have material. Here we cover more, mainly mechanical aspects of the installation. In the previous part, I haven't yet decided will I use KUS or Wema gauges, but now I decided. And I will show you why. Actually, you can already see on this video why. But let's take a look closer. I decided that I will keep Wema because of the black frame that corresponds to other black frames that I will have here. Well, chrome is nice, but I have black. But another thing that the ceiling here, the diameter of the frame is bigger than here, so I'm quite concerned about this one. So that one also, look, reflection. I think that on the sun will be the same situation probably, so it doesn't have that much reflection as here, so I prefer this lens. And also the lighting was actually a little bit better here, so I will keep Wema. Without much details, guys, about gaskets. If you deal with gasoline, use Viton sealings. For diesel, nitrile is fine. So I ordered Viton for the senders and for the flange. We will get back to the flange later. No more details. If you want me to tell more about this stuff, let me know in comments, ask me there. And now the most critical and important component, the flange. And that's where you have benefits to use really nice, awesome brand solution. I didn't install it yet, but I virtually can imagine how good it is. We will soon see. So, and it's not expensive. It's just 12 pounds. And you will get the right gasket. Well, in that case, nitrile, but you can replace this to Viton. I think I do have, I don't know, because one was spare. I'm not sure if this is the right Viton gasket, but it's okay. But the flange itself, it's really awesome. When we will start to install, you will see it. that is the solution to go. That's the instruction for installation. 57 millimeters hole, and then, well, it's quite clear, and they say that you can use your own way to assemble. So we know the hole, 57 millimeters. What is the right place for this tank to install this flange? Well, if you deal with Chinese stuff, you probably want closer to here, so that you can hold from the opposite side or something like that. But the best place on this tank, this one, because that is the best place, it's empty of any marks, and it's flat, and it's close to here, so that is the best one. But how we will hold it when we screw it, so that's where the nice flange works. Let's see. They ask you to drill 57. Well, I don't know why. To me it looks too big, even over the opening dimensions of this gasket. I have checked it, so, but they allow to do it in your own way, and I found this 54 circular saw, and guys, I checked, in my opinion that is the perfect one option, this 54, just to make this opening. But actually I guess you are quite good if you just open on about that dimension, so I think that even around 48 or 50 will work well. But I do have 54, and it's not quite much difference from 57, so I will drill with this one and hope it will work. That's the last option to think, but you have benefits. You will know the result. What I did probably is even illegal. Well, perfectly fit. And guys, now I realized why they asked the big hole. Yeah, and that is about how awesome is this flange. Look, there's the nice engineering solution. There's the way how you put it there, because of this open space. And if you have the smaller hole, it doesn't fit, and you can pre-install on the first screw before you do this. I hope it will fit with 54 hole. We will see soon. Now again, don't make my second mistake. Well, I haven't done yet mistakes, only the first one. Mark these holes before you lost your center position. Yeah, now I need to find the center. Well, it was easy job. Fortunately, the gasket matched the hole, and we don't need to find our center, so we will do marks now. Guys, I recommend to buy 5 and 2 millimeters drill, as they offer, because I have 5 and 5.5. 5.5 I think too big. 5 you don't have much margin, so I was needed to fix a little bit. And remember, this is not symmetrical, yeah, flange, so that's, don't be surprised if something doesn't match. It is not symmetrical, so keep it in mind. And I recommend you to mark these holes when you have your central line known. So, and here we have instruction how to install it, a little bit cumbersome, but yeah, they say you can do this in your own way, and I will try in my own way without pre-screwing anything. If I will have success, you will see it. So you have seen initial procedure. It was quite simple to put it in and fix with the first bolt. Then, well, it was a little bit complicated to find another holes, but it's all about the right position for these holes. You should mark them precisely and drill with the drill they recommend 5.2. Then it goes easy. But now the final fastening, and pretty finished with this one. Isn't it pretty? Yeah. And now the moment of truth. We will check if it fits the bottom or it's too high. Why I didn't check it before, I don't know. So till the top of the flange we have 22 about millimeters, and here is inches on the right side. So, and yes, as promised, it's 20. Yeah. So because they told we need to have at least 10 minimum is the critical minimum, so I think 21 would be the perfect one if you want to see 0 on 0. Yeah. Well, but probably that's fine, but keep in mind I will try also to watch it somehow through this inspection through this hole with some inspection camera. Let's see. So they include 2 O-rings, both goes there. Yeah, unfortunately that I haven't thought in advance. Nothing prevented from trading here. Find inspection camera. Well, when I will be doing this one, I will find and probably show you, but now everything is ready here for the connection. I will include recorded on Saturday yesterday material I have, and then let's get back to this sunny Sunday day. So, and the petrol or gasoline tank we have here. Yeah, so I did the flat surface. You can see a video about this on my channel. Otherwise I need to compensate with 2 sanders. Anyway, I wouldn't do this, so I have a flat surface here, and the gauge will be here, and I need to do this nice. Yeah. So let's start from this side. Here I already have, you can see, ground, power and sander. 3 lines we need to the gauge, and it was the original cable. I also made an adapter with nice Deutsch connector. I have video about this project, so you can watch it. The link will be in the description. So we have nice removable connection here. Actually, I can change the gauge just by disconnecting here. So we do have nice, it comes from here, fuses are there, everything is there, so it comes then to here, again another box. Everything is on my channel about this. You can see the sander, and here we have 2 wires from the sander there and the ground. So, and I will have another Deutsch connector here, and I have 3 tanks. Each of them will have the sander with the corresponding Deutsch connector. So that's the way how to did it, nice and reliable. In the video where I designed this connector for the fuel sensor. I told that I didn't like how I did here, but guys, this is awesome sealing. Yeah, so I don't need to think about it. It's better to have this not nice there where no one see than to have that problem here on the native mercury Delphi connector, and I cannot apply shrinking tubes on them because this zone is booked for the lock, so I cannot apply shrinking tubes here. I have new things connected, yeah. So, and yeah, that's the problem, and I cannot fix it now because I don't have the tool, the contact, and already I don't have time actually. So I will now put the tape around, temporary. But guys, if you know this blue and not blue, red and white cable, I think it was red, what is responsible about, let me know in comments, so that when something is broken I understand that this is because of the connection. And guys, on the gasoline tank side we will use what is called plug, not the part that is called receptacle. Why? Because first of all we need to think about how do we seal this connection when the gasoline tank is outside of the board somewhere on the outside on the street and you don't use it. So that's the first thing you should consider. And they have the cup here, the part number 1011, and then you can see it. Yeah, so I will put in the description this cup that perfectly fits this plug, yeah, and easy to put on and remove. There are different options how to protect it, but that's the best one, and they don't have this good solution for the receptacle side. So that's why it's given that we will use the plug. Yeah, that's clear. You have part number of the cup. Now, what kind of plug? Yeah, what modification? Yeah. So guys, they have P012 seal retention modifications. In my previous parts I explained what it is. I don't go deep, don't show you documentation, but I will just remind you. If you can notice the difference between this one sealing and that one sealing. Can you notice the difference? I think I cannot also through the phone, but this is more stronger sealing. It creates stronger sealing, tight connection, and we don't want tight connection in this case because we want because we take our gasoline tank from the boat often, so we don't want any modification where is seal retention, period. Clear? If you already like, then like the video, please. Then about the cup, again I don't explain a lot according to documentation because it is in my previous part, but the cup we need at least, we should have at least some cup. Guys, don't use without the cup, just basic modification, because you will lose the sealing at some moment. So, but in that case we use long cup for shrinking tube because we want to create really good sealing on the gasoline tank side, which is removable, and store it, and well, a lot of vibration there and so on. So we come to CE04. Probably some other options are available, but CE4 is seal long cup. Yeah, and you can see like what was the C13? Yeah, it's like also seal long cup, but it's seal retention, and they are black, always black with seal retention, if I remember right. So that's why that is the best part number. Yeah, this one. I'm not sure if I put the price correctly because That is the price, and that is the price. It's much big difference. They are not better or worse. That is a kind of better also. Yeah, with seal retention you need to use the special lock. I don't explain in this part because we selected this one. So you have the part number, this one, and the cup part number for the cup. So we are good with the gasoline tank side. And another moment about the cup, because it has hole there, you can do something like that, because on the gasoline tank side our plug will be, and it's easy to lose the cup, so you should keep it close to your plug. So I will figure out how I do this. I don't know yet, but let's see. So now for the corresponding part in the board, we just need to choose one receptacle. Yeah, and here we have three options. Let's go through them. First of all, yeah, of course, this is DT04-2P. Yeah, for the DT062S plug, we should use DT04-2P receptacle. So, and here we have two modifications, C04 and C09. They are the same except for the color, gray and black. So look at them. C04, E-seal, what did I say? C04, yeah, E-seal long cup, and C09, E-seal long cup, black. E-seal, yeah, we discussed the seals before and also in previous parts. So just about the color preference. And then we have E008. What it is? E008, it says long cup and nothing else. It means that this is an seal. Yeah, so we might be good, in your case you might be good to be within this range of N seal. So you can choose that one. You can use either of them actually. Yeah, so it now comes to color preference and the diameter of your cable, and they all are with the long cup, which means again for the shrinking tube. So I will meditate which one I will use and then tell you later. Well guys, I will actually use the gray color, the same that I have on the gasoline tank side. And I think that when I demonstrated you here about the part number, maybe I used that one that we rejected. So just keep in mind, my idea was to show you that part number. Well, actually it's now simple. We have DT062S CE04 for the plug side, and we have also CE4, DT04-2P-CE04 for the receptacle side on the board side. These two. I will put the link, not the link, but part numbers in the description. But it's simple now. Well, guys, I finished to make this receptacle here in the board side. I didn't show you the process because honestly I don't have any feedback about whether my content is interesting for you. I mostly record it for myself as a note with part numbers, but not in the English language, which is the second language for me, or third actually language, maybe second, I don't remember, or fourth. Well, yeah, ni hao ma. Guys, what I want to say, yeah, if you really need this content and if you like, then do your comments and subscribe, because it looks like only these things drive this commercial YouTube things. So that's the part here. I did this shrinkable tube, the long one, because it's really very convenient to plug it here to the gasoline tank. But don't worry, if you want to know how to assemble this, I have a lot of Deutsch connectors video on my channel. I do have, or will have, I don't know yet. So, but definitely I will, at least. So you can watch and understand how to use them. Actually, there is a lot of better English content about them. And also because I'm waiting for the grill first time in the season, that's why I didn't show you the process. I'm not sure if I told this already. So we are again on Sunday doing the plug on this side. You know all part numbers now. I'm not going to show you the process, the crimping, the tool in all details a lot, because I have a playlist for Deutsch connectors, so you can watch there, and I will put the best link to the best video to the time code of this moment, so you can watch details there. The only thing I want to mention that we don't know the gauge of these wires. We know the diameter of insulation 2 millimeters. We should know this to select the right sealing, and we selected E seal, so that's fine. But the gauge for contacts, the gauge range is 1620. It's also fine, but we need to set the right one on the tool, so I will need to apply a guess. I don't remember if I mentioned yesterday that I will use this 31 at the end part number, which means gold, contacts with gold. And actually I put 1.5 here on the tool and used the originally tinned contacts without stripping till the copper, or tinned copper, I don't know. So yeah, now we are going to put the sender, the black one, to the first, because that's how we decide to make it. And the ground, the blue one, to the second one. It's easy. And it's difficult to feed the contacts. You have to use this one tool. Yeah. So guys, that's how it looks. I didn't show you the shrinking process because a little bit in rush to my hockey training. If I have energy after that, I will fuel this tank. We will test that nothing leaks here. Otherwise, yeah, look at this. Isn't it nice? Yeah, you can already like, do your comments and subscribe. And here is the cup. Yeah. And you remember, we don't use seal retention modification to easy put the cup or a mating connector. Well, it leaks in the bolt side through the bolts. I expected this can be a problem, and I was surprised how it's actually seals in the bolt area. Well. Yeah, probably for some guys these are obvious things, but for a guy who is doing this first time, yeah, I should follow instruction, and there is nothing in the instruction. But well, actually I wrote to Wema and they told me, I quote, under normal conditions it shouldn't leak, but if the tank is under pressure, then you could put a bit of silicone on the screws before screwing it. That should fix it. Guys, I guess normal conditions means when you have a static tank that is not movable and gasoline never reached the top. Well, guys from Wema, if you hear this, yeah, sorry for my teasing. Yeah, I really appreciate support from you. but no, I don't know what means normal conditions. I researched a little bit. I will put the link on the best material for chemical resistance, and I found that nitrile, Viton, fluorosilicon, Calres, these are the main things, and the last two are the best one, and none of them available here in Finland. So I bought a local solution. They promised to be gasoline resistant, and I will unscrew one by one, put it, and let's see what happens. So I applied this sealant around the bolt, and you can see it goes out also, which is quite understandable. I have concern about that the gasoline is still there in tank, and so what will happen. But at the moment I have no other option than doing this way. I don't want to try on the new tank. I want first to see the result here, and then thinking about the second one. So that's what I'm doing now. I am opening it. Now I will cut the bolt. No more comments, because I'm not yet sure to which part of this video I will include and what I will do next. I need to meditate, then I will explain everything. Well guys, everything is opened, broken, damaged. Yeah, so I have idea what and when went wrong, so I need to meditate over this. But what I want to say to you, to those who want to make it, I recommend to watch all steps, everything. So because if you're doing this the first time, you will probably do the same mistakes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you will. So that's why I am honest with you. I show you everything as it was. So I hope you appreciate this, not hate this, because that's the lesson for you, and you can avoid my mistakes. I don't know where I will include this message yet, because on the moment when I record it, I don't know all the problems and why they happened, but let's see. Guys, I think I have an idea of the main failure. So I think it's all about precise marking of holes. And by the way, I lied to you about that is not symmetrical. It is. And actually, yeah, I have seen some non-symmetrical. I don't remember why I decided that this is not. Because when I try, like for example, to put it like that one somewhere, yeah, where is the hole? Yeah, like this one, for example, I have seen some bias near the holes. I was thinking, yeah, well, yeah, that's non-symmetrical, but actually it is about precise marking. So you can see, if you want to put it, if I put it, I still see some plastic. Well, the bolts can go, for example, the first one can go easy. For example, let's put the cross one. Wow, it already doesn't go. For example, here more or less easy, but when you feel them all, some of them, let me do, because you don't want to make my mistakes. Then I have idea about how to do this right. You have seen this bolt was quite easy go in. Yeah, others more or less okay, but not perfectly well. And I think you remember, if you, well, not you remember, I don't know if I will show you this moment where I applied some force here, and then when screws didn't go through, I used screwdriver, and that's, I guess, the moment when I broken the thread. I think this was from that also moment, and it was broken. Yeah, so no force at all. It's all about correct marking. When the marking is good, so bolts will go through easy and you can do the job well, I guess. And my idea about the right marking, I now meditated about this. You first actually put this flange, you make the yeah guys, and the drill I used 5 and 2 as they recommend. This hole 5 and 5, and the bolt is 5 and 2, use as they recommend. So drill the first hole. I already found 5 and 2. It's difficult to find, but I found. So drill this hole, put the bolt. Drill next hole, put the bolt. The next hole, the bolt, and always check that they go easy. Then you have nice marks, holes for these things. And now you need the center, and it's become easy. You put the line here, you put the line here, you mark the line, and the middle will be where they cross will be the middle. Put another one to check it. So, and now you can drill the big hole. I guess that's the best approach. I haven't seen anywhere in the instruction this approach, but I guess it is. So, and what else I wanted to tell you? Well, I forgot something else I wanted to mention, yeah, but I will try now to install it to the existing connection without remaking it, just without applying any force. I didn't take a tripod with me on the street, and it's already quite cold, so I will try and then tell you. Guys, I'm not sure if this was the reason of the leakage, because when Wema told that normally it shouldn't leak, maybe because you see the bolt is quite tough here, and probably no thread here also makes sense somehow. But I talked to people who doing all kind of that stuff in the boat and cars, and they told me they always apply a kind of adhesive things, not silicone. Silicone is not proper one. So, but well, maybe Wema was correct that normally shouldn't leak. I don't know, but I have seen, by the way, in feedbacks that other people told that it leaks. But probably that's all about wrong doing. If it's done precisely, well, it's actually difficult to make it precisely on this plastic. Yeah, you can see it's not perfectly straight. Yeah, I will apply sealing anyway. So look, I install the new one flange to the same place with the next approach. So I first put this one holding the ring there. So then I rotated the ring and put the second one, and now I raised them on the same level to make sure that the ring touches the bottom there, so that I'm fine without any force, and I keep it on the same level, so to make sure that all is fine. And now, holding this way, I will try to put other bolts just with hands, maybe a little bit with the screwdriver help, but without any force, any electrical screwdriver, without sealing yet. Well guys, definitely that's all about a good marking, right drilling. Yeah, I have changed a little bit approach, so this ring is always trying to push to fall down, to be pushed by the screw. So I don't know how to explain. It's difficult to explain with my English, non-technical English. So I try to rise it up, screw again, and see that all screws going soft. Now I plan to screw this too, and then check that these are going smooth. When all done, I will unscrew one by one and seal it. So guys, you see I fixed with these two bolts, and you can see this ring, it's now perfectly flat. On the opposite side, they go well, smooth. So with screwdriver, but smooth. Yeah, so I feel it that everything is fine on the right place. And now together with you I will try to screw this, and you can see that they are going now easy. So guys, you see they go smooth. I can even screw them by hand, so we are on the right way. I will finish them now without any tightening, without any specific moment, of course, just slightly. And then I will start unscrew one, apply sealing the second one, and then screw them cross like in star pattern with some moment. The moment is there in the instruction, but unfortunately I don't have the tool. I have a wrench, but I don't have screwdriver with the moment. But you can see now everything is right. It was a great mistake to use this electric screwdriver when something went wrong. But guys, I couldn't see from the tank side. Yeah, I'm not a mouse to be there inside. I only realized this when I start unscrewing them, and then it's of course clear that some mistake was done. But now you know, and you don't make the same mistake. And I hope you really appreciate that I was honest with you and spent some time to deliver this message to you. Guys, somehow I forgot to describe you all the process here. Yeah, not really. Somehow I was spending some time for blah 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 on non-English version. Yeah, but I applied this sealing, the one that I found here in Finland. You probably can find another one. Yeah, so apply it there, clean it from the opposite side. Yeah, I think I'm on the right way now. Let's see what will happen tomorrow. The gloves, by the way, also nitrile, the same like this sealing. So it's now upside down and nothing leaks. I wouldn't claim that it is the end of the story yet. I will get back to this later. And let's test it in the board with that volume of gasoline. Well, I connected it here with that amount of fuel that I put there to test leaking. The native sensor shows quarter. Well, it was never good. It doesn't show anything good, really, nothing. So, and here, yeah, so I enable my fuel sensor. Yeah, as you see, I have a switch. Well, it was in another video, or will be. So, and if the tank is 25 liters, then one segment will be about 6 liters, so it shows something like 3 liters, which is not true. Guys, let's stop here and try a quick summary. In the next part, I will try to convince you not to do that solution on your Quicksilver tank. And the next, after that part, I will try to show you how you could make it right. Subscribe and see you next time.